Hey, what's up guys, in this video I'm reviewing one of the HP's most popular budget-friendly laptops, the HP Pavilion 14. The Pavilion 14 is built to be affordable, reliable, and just good enough for everyday users who want to get things done without breaking the bank. In this video I'm going to go over everything from the design and performance to battery life, thermals, and overall usability so you can decide whether this laptop deserves a spot on your desk. Also, the link to this laptop will be included in the video description below. Let's start with the design. The HP Pavilion 14 looks clean and modern, borrowing a few styling cues from HP's more premium Envy and Spectre lines. You get the slim chassis with a brushed aluminum finish on the lid and keyboard deck, while the rest is made of sturdy plastic. It feels solid in the hands and doesn't flex or creak easily, which is impressive at this price point. The Pavilion 14 weighs around 3.2 pounds and is about 0.7 inches thick. That makes it portable enough to slip into a backpack or tote bag and carry around campus or between meetings. The hinge is smooth and stable, and while you cannot open it with one hand, it holds the screen firmly in place. There's nothing too flashy about the look, but it doesn't scream budget either. It's got that kind of understated, functional style that works well in professional and casual environments alike. Moving on to the display, the Pavilion 14 features a 14-inch Full HD IPS screen with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. It's a decent panel for day-to-day use. You get decent color reproduction, okay brightness, and solid viewing angles. It covers around 60 to 65% of the sRGB color gamut, so while it's not suitable for color-critical work like photo editing, it's just fine for web browsing, document editing, streaming movies, and casual content creation. Brightness maxes out at about 250 to 300 nits depending on the model, which is perfectly usable indoors but might struggle a bit outdoors or under bright lighting. The bezels are fairly slim on the sides, giving it a more modern look, and the top bezel houses the webcam without resorting to awkward placements. No touchscreen on most configurations, but you might find some variants that do offer it depending on your region. The keyboard on the Pavilion 14 is comfortable for typing, though it's not quite up to the level of HP's higher-end laptops. The keys have a soft, slightly mushy feel, but they are well spaced and quiet. Key travel is short, but is still pleasant enough to type on for long stretches. Some models include backlighting, while others do not. Make sure to check your configuration before buying if that's something you need. The trackpad is a good size, made of plastic, and supports Windows Precision drivers. That means gestures like 2-finger scrolling and 3-finger swipes work reliably. The clicks are responsive, but they can feel a little hollow. Nothing terrible, but it's one of the areas where the budget roots show just a bit. By the way, prices on this laptop update almost weekly with sales and other general price drops, so if you want to find the most updated information, simply check out the video description and you will find the latest prices. And of course, if you find this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get into connectivity on ports, and here the Pavilion 14 does a pretty good job. You get a USB-C port with power delivery and DisplayPort support, 2 USB-A ports, a full-sized HDMI 2.0 port, a headphone mic combo jack, and a microSD card reader. This is a well-rounded setup for a budget laptop. You can plug in an external monitor, charge through USB-C, transfer photos from a camera, and still have room for a mouse and keyboard. No Thunderbolt here, that's reserved for more expensive models, but for everyday use it's more than enough. Now let's talk about the performance. The HP Pavilion 14 comes with multiple configuration options. You'll find Intel Core i3, i5, and i7 models, and also some AMD Ryzen 5 and Ryzen 7 variants. Most units come with 8GB of RAM and 256GB or 512GB of SSD, though some allow you to upgrade further. Performance is more than enough for students, remote workers, and casual users. Whether you're juggling Chrome tabs, running Microsoft Office, joining Zoom meetings, or editing photos in Lightroom, the Pavilion 14 handles it all without drama. That said, this is not a gaming laptop. The integrated Intel Iris Xe or AMD Radeon graphics can handle casual games like Minecraft or older titles, but you will not be playing anything graphically intensive. For that, you would need something with dedicated graphics. Still, for everyday multitasking, light productivity, and web-based work, it performs well and stays very responsive. In terms of thermals, HP has done a pretty solid job with this machine. During light to medium workloads, it stays quiet and cool. The fans only kick in when you start pushing the system, like when rendering video or opening a ton of browser tabs, but even then, they're not loud or distracting. The keyboard area stays cool under most circumstances, and the underside only gets slightly warm, never hot enough to be uncomfortable. It's not a silent laptop, but for this price, the thermal performance is better than expected. Battery life on the Pavilion 14 is decent but not record-breaking. You're looking at around 7 to 9 hours of mixed usage on a full charge that's streaming, browsing, working in office, and using productivity apps. It's enough to get you through most of the day without a charger, especially if you're conservative with screen brightness and background apps. The laptop supports fast charging too. HP's fast charge technology can give you around 50% battery in 45 minutes, which is super handy if you're in a rush or constantly on the move. Now, let's get into speakers and audio quality. The speakers are dual firing and tuned by Bang & Olufsen, which sounds fancy, but the actual audio output is just okay. The volume is loud enough for video calls and casual listening, but don't expect thumping bass or studio quality sound. Voices are clear, highs are decent, but lows are lacking. For music, you'll want headphones or external speakers. That said, for YouTube, Netflix, and Zoom meetings, they are perfectly serviceable. Now, let's get into webcam and microphones. You get a standard 720p webcam on the top bezel, and it's fine. Not great, not terrible, it works well enough for meetings and classes, but if you care about image quality, especially in low light, you may want to invest in a standalone webcam. The dual microphones are surprisingly decent, voice comes through clearly, and they can handle basic noise reduction well. They are more than enough for online meetings, interviews, or remote learning. Now, the Pavilion 14 ships with Windows 11 out of the box, and as with most HP laptops, there is a bit of bloatware to uninstall when you first boot it up. Stuff like McAfee trials and HP-specific apps. But once you clean it up, the software experience is smooth and stable. HP's Command Center lets you tweak performance modes, fan profiles, and battery settings. It's not necessary for most people, but it's nice to have if you want to tinker. Now, so how does the Pavilion 14 stack up when it comes to value? Very well, actually. For the price, which usually ranges between $500 to $750 depending on configuration and sales, you're getting a lightweight, well-built laptop with solid specs, good port selection, and dependable day-to-day performance. It doesn't have premium extras like Thunderbolt, OLED screens, or ultra-long battery life, but it also doesn't pretend to. For students, office workers, or anyone looking for a solid all-arounder on a budget, it offers a ton of bang for your buck. So, is it a good choice? Here's the bottom line. The HP Pavilion 14 isn't trying to wow you with cutting-edge features or game-changing design. What it does offer is balance. A well-built machine with respectable performance, a nice display, decent battery life, and a price tag that will not empty your wallet. So guys, let me know in the comments, are you planning to pick up this laptop or are you going to stick with what you already have? That's it for this video, guys. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if this video is helpful, and make sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing on this laptop. See you in the next one.